Pie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Alright, you have been warned by the sirens. We're going to be talking about political things. So if you're a person of easily angered sentiments because you're liberal or lefty, they are different. Or maybe you're an ever-Trumper who's still upset that Jeb didn't win. Please don't listen. Go find some other thing to listen to. Again, I'm not expecting many people to listen to this anyway. Some hilarious things that happened over the weekend in the world of politics. Apparently, Senate Democrats put up some sort of poll on Twitter to ask if the next Supreme Court judge should be like Ginsburg or Kavanaugh, and they didn't like the results. It was like 70 to 30% in favor of Kavanaugh, a judge like Kavanaugh, not like Ginsburg, and they took the poll down. So, you know, that gives you a good indication. They try to appear open-minded, but if they don't like the results, oh, there's Holly in the picture, so there's the pretty kitty. If they don't like the results, they'll just eliminate it. And I thought that was hilarious. On a much more serious nature, the very thing the Dems have been doing for years under the Obama administration, and maybe previous ones, they are now going to try to accuse Trump of doing. You know, they're worried about Attorney General Barr being weaponized. Well, hell, Obama weaponized his branch, and it was Attorney General, so it was unbelievable. The very things. I mean, Pelosi makes a comment. She's concerned about that. She's concerned that Trump isn't going to step down if he loses. Well, they've been crying about lost elections for 2 years. They cannot believe, they still can't believe that the Mueller report really turned up nothing. They were barely over their shocks of election loss. And they're still not. I mean, they're still hurt about that. You know, you want to talk about living rent-free in somebody's head? Hillary said that, I think, over the weekend or end of last week. Trump is her living nightmare. You know, Greg Gutfeld on his show had a great quote, said, if Hillary is living rent-free and Trump said that's the only way she's getting back to the White House. I thought that was hilarious. That was a very well-played joke. But they can't handle it. And I think they're afraid Barr is actually going to do his job and investigate them. And they're not going to like what he finds. And they're trying to put up a screen of smoke already. And they're trusting the media to run cover for them. And the media will. I mean, this is what Trump and any honest reformer is up against. You're up against a Democratic Party with a large control of Congress. They got the House, and they got influence in the Senate, who are beyond obstructionists. They are working in opposition to whatever plans the president might have. Maybe that's meaning of obstruction, and even not for the good of the nation. They do not care about the good of the nation. That is not their primary goal. Their primary goal is themselves. They want to take care of themselves and their futures and their benefits. I mean, we all ought to take a look. We should all be outraged at the amount of millionaires that have come out of Congress. They didn't go in that way, but they came out that way. There's something profoundly wrong if you can, run for office and become a millionaire. And, you know, I can't imagine anything that the founders and the original Congress pondered about. And they had to know the influence of money. It's always been around. But basically, buy people, buy votes, buy influence. Next thing you know, that politician is in your pocket. So that's what Trump's up against. In the media, even if they lose, I mean, I don't know how something like CNN stays on the air if their viewership is that low, other than they have somebody who has them as a personal charity and tax write-off. But it's unbelievable. But they're going to accuse President Trump of everything they have been doing. Yeah, Pelosi's afraid that unless they overwhelmingly beat Trump, he won't step down in 2020. Oh, give me a break. He will step down. Be a lot better than Hillary. I mean, she really can't get over the fact that she lost. They're really going to have a hard time, both her and Billy Boy. They don't care anymore. Even the young Democrats now see them as a liability. And as soon as they lose enough influence, they will be cast aside, and they won't know how to handle it. You know, so, and I don't care. I have no sentiments for them. Boo-hoo. Hey, crickets, gotta run. Bye-bye.